Hi everyone, welcome to What the Hell Did She Say? I'm your host Vanessa Lua, and this week I have an interview with Jonny Cruz. Yes, with Ricky from Matador. Well, he also performs in an improv troupe called Power Up, so there is a Facebook page called Power Up Comedy, so you should check it out. And well, here is the interview. Hola Jonny.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien.
I am so happy here to be with one of the cast members of Matador.
Cheers.
Salud. So, how did you get involved in this project?
How did I get involved? I got an audition one day for Matador, and I heard that Robert Rodriguez was doing it, and I heard it was like a Hispanic James Bond, and I was like, oh my god, I could do that. So I worked on the sides and I worked on the audition, and I went in, I auditioned for the role. They thought I was great. They're like, good job. We're gonna call you in for a callback. And I was like, great. They're like, tomorrow 11:30, we'll call your agent. We'll let you know. And I was like, great. And so the next day, like, it comes around, I didn't hear nothing. And I was like, and then so I called my manager. I'm like, hey man, they told me they were gonna give me an audition tomorrow, okay? Like a callback. And he's like, I'll figure it out. So he calls back, he's like, they forgot about you. And I was like, what? He's like, no, like next Tuesday, they're gonna put you in next Tuesday. I was like, and I was like, how could they? And so like I worked on it. I was like, all right, let me do this. And so the Tuesday came around, I was ready. I went into the room. There was like all the producers and the showrunners and the casting director. And I do the scene, and I'm like, that was good. And then they're like, can you redo the scene? And they gave me some redirection. And I did it how they wanted. The redirection was like, be more cocky or whatever. I was like, oh, I can do that. And so I do the scene, and at the end of it, there was like a comedic line that it was my favorite because it was like, I was like, I love comedy. So I really played that line up, and I got a great laugh out of it. I walked out of there, I was like, I got that. And I didn't hear anything. And so I was like, God damn it, what's wrong with me? And then I saw on Let It Cast that they were doing like a worldwide search for the Tony Bravo, and I was like, why are you looking? I'm right here. And so I uploaded another video of myself doing Tony Bravo, or the lead character, a little bit different. I was like, ooh, show him some range. And I sent it in, didn't hear nothing, and then I saw that Let It Cast, they're like, we have cast this role. And I was like, no, I'm gonna be on this show. And I was like, I don't know how or why, but I'm gonna be on the show. And so like, actually like a week later, my manager sends me another character for the same show, and it's Ricky, the lead's brother. And I get the sides, and I'm reading them, and like the breakdown is Tony Bravo's overweight brother who's a goofball, and I was like,
Look at this, look at this.
look at this. And I was like, well, I'm not overweight, but I read the like sides, and as I was reading the sides, I was like, this is me. Like the way I interact with people, I'm very light and goofy and like fun, and he was just a cheerful, positive dude, and I was like, well, I'm not fat, but I'm this guy. And so I went in, and literally I didn't do any acting. I was just like, I'm just gonna be myself. And so I went in and I was myself, and they laughed, they enjoyed it, and I was like, great. And I was like gonna wait for a callback or anything. I didn't hear anything. And then my manager calls me like, they want you for Ricky. And I was like, that's it? They were like, yeah, they loved you doing Tony, but they just love you as Ricky. They were like, that's it, that's you. And so I was just like, oh my God. And yeah, so that's how I ended up getting on Matador. It was kind of like that crazy certainty you sometimes have in life of like, man, I'm gonna, whatever it takes, like that mental, like I'm gonna be on the show. It happened.
What has been like your favorite moment at Matador?
Oh, my favorite moment on Matador. One of my favorite moments is I'm working with Alfred Molina, and we were all doing like a quinceañera episode, and he was there, and I was there. We were all in like my mini room. My room is like a single bed, and we're all like, that's our holding quarters as actors. And Alfred is sitting like next to me, and I'm like just lying on my bed chilling. And Fred was talking about his movie Love is Strange, where he plays a gay man or something like that. And And I was like, we had this banter or something, and I said something like, he got up and faked to get in the bed with me, like to lie there with me. And then I just kind of was like, that's funny. And then I was like, no, Fred, get in the bed with me. This has to happen. And so he lies there and like we cuddle together. And so it's me and Alfred Molina cuddling on this like single bed. And like people are around us and they're like, what is happening? And I got a little picture of it. Like it's me and Alfred Molina being cuddle bugs. So that was a fun moment on Matador. And the other ones is having a threesome on the show. So there's two.
Nice. And I also know you have a background on improv.
Yeah.
What does improv mean to you?
Life. Improv to me is meditation. Improv is like a way in which to deal with yourself and your fear of looking like an idiot, your fear of not always knowing what to do. Improv to me has been kind of just a continual growth process. And I think it's super important to know that you can trust yourself no matter what happens or what you say. Like in the end, you're still okay, and life goes on. And that's been the biggest lesson I think I've learned from improv is it's okay to be me. And through that, it's helped my personal relationships. It's helped my acting, just to let go of outcomes and to be as present as possible, because when you are as present as you can be, nothing else exists, just the work you're doing. And that is the most important in that moment. So you are showing love to that moment, and love shows itself through your work, And for me, I absolutely love improv because it brings laughter, it brings a truth and sincerity that we are all looking for when it's done right.
I also hear that you love chemistry.
Chemistry. I do. When I was younger, I made all A's when I was younger. I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to be cool. But I was in my chemistry class, and it was a hard class. Everybody was failing, but I had an A. And I had this old, like, grumpy teacher called Miss Peartree. And she was just like, ugh. And one day I come to class, and she has this paperwork for me to go to a NASA program. And it was like this big deal or something. And she hands me the paper. I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to do that. And she looks at me like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to be an actor. And she goes, oh, and walks back into class. I'm like, what? But I always enjoyed like schoolwork and like chemistry, physics. I love quantum physics nowadays. I'm into all that good stuff. So.
What about the Spanish? Because as you know, my last thing is to always have the talent to say something in Spanish.
A ver, mi español es mal, pero estoy practicando. Yo quiero hablar muy mejor porque yo quiero hablar con mi familia, porque toda mi familia habla español. Y yo aprendí español con mi abuelita. Pero cuando estoy hablando con otras personas, yo no entiendo otras personas porque ellos no escuchan como mi abuelita. ¿Sabes qué? Es más fácil hablar con mi abuelita para otras gente. Yo no entiendo.
Gracias, Jonny.
Sí.
Adiós.
Bye.
He is hilarious, right? So you should check his comedy because he is such a joy and he's so hot. So we have to acknowledge that. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You just have to click the button above. Follow me on Twitter, What the Hell Did. Follow him on Twitter, it's Jonny Cruz. So it's 3 C's at the end. And it's the same for his Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook, What the Hell Did She Say? Interviews by Vanessa Lua. And I would love to hear from you. What do you think? Is he hot? Have you seen Matador? What do you think? Do you like it? I think I love that show because of him, right? Well, and because I love Robert Rodriguez too, so anyway. See you next week, guys. Thanks for watching.